Alright, hey guys, if you would please make sure you've got your foldable available. We're still working on expressions and equations, but today we're going to focus on exponents and scientific notation. Okay, so first we're going to review our exponent laws. The first rule we're going to look at is product of powers. These rules, they are kind of shortcuts just to help you. Definitely good to know, going to help you in Math 1. You can always, if you get stuck, you can always write them in expanded form. So for example, 3 to the 5th would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, or 3 times itself 5 times 3 times 3. So we'd end up with 7 3s, which would be 3 to the 7th power. The shortcut, of course, is when we multiply two things with the same base, we add the exponents. Okay, so we would just add 5 and 2, and we would get 3 to the 7th power. Okay, so keep base and add exponents. Alright, the next rule we're going to look at is quotient of powers. Again, if you forget the rule, you can always write it out in factor form. So that'd be like 3 times itself 8 times over 3 times itself 2 times, and then you can cancel out the pairs. The shortcut would be to take our two numbers written in exponential form. We see that they have the same base. They're both a 3. So that means we can keep the base and subtract our exponents. 8 minus 2, that would give us 3 to the 6th power. Okay, so this one would be keep the base and subtract the exponents. The next rule is power of a power. Again, if you have a hard time remembering, you can always write it in factor form. So 3 to the 4th, that'd be 3 times itself 4 times, but then because this exponent of 2 is on the outside, we're actually going to do that twice, which would give us 8 3s in total. So that would be 3 to the 8th power. The shortcut is to actually multiply these two exponents. So we would say 3 to the 4 times 2 power, which is going to give us 3 to the 8th. Okay, so that rule is keep the base and multiply exponents. All right, with negative exponents, we cannot have negative exponents to be simplified. So in order to get rid of that, we have to make a fraction, okay? To make this positive, it's actually going to have to go down to the denominator, and it's going to become 3 to the positive 4th power, and then we can't just have an empty numerator, so we have to put a 1 up there. So that'd be 1 over 3 to the 4th. And then our last rule is just that anything to the 0 power is equal to 1, okay? So anything to 0 power is 1. Okay, next we're going to take a look at scientific notation. That's down here at the bottom of this page. So we've got 4.2 times 10 to the 5th. When we have a positive exponent, that makes big numbers. So positive exponent makes big numbers. And then a negative exponent makes small numbers. Okay, so if it's 4.2 times 10 to the 5th power, we're going to write 4.2. That's going to tell us to move our decimal to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We fill each of these holes with zeros. So this is going to be equal to 420,000. The next one, because it's negative, we write 4.2. We're actually going to move to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So we're going to actually end up with 0.00042. And then just remember, you should only have one digit in front of the decimal. So only one digit in front of decimal.